Most software engineers will never get rich, but not because they're not smart enough, but because nobody ever showed them how to use their skills the right way. But this changes right now. In this video, I'm going to give you the 2025 guide to getting rich as a solo software engineer, even if you've never made a single dollar outside your traditional 9-to-5 job. For those of you who are new, welcome, I'm Bago. I started off as a junior developer, just like many of you, and got promoted to an engineering manager in just 3 years. I then left to co-found AB Analytics, a 7-figure software consulting firm. Today, I also run Code to CEO, where I help software engineers just like you transition from employees to highly paid, high-leverage solo operators, without burnout or guesswork. Let's get straight into it. Most engineers fail before they even start, because they do what everybody else does. They chase all the hot tech stacks, they build all the trendy apps, they compete on raw skill. They become technically impressive, but financially invisible. You keep leveling up your skills, you keep building projects, but clients still ghost you. And you're still undercharging yourself. You still wonder why nobody seems to see your value, be it when you're freelancing, be it at your 9-to-5, be it in any venture you really go into. And here's the truth. In 2025, everybody can code. Everyone has Stack Overflow, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, ChatGPT, Gemini, every single person. Coding ability isn't the advantage that it once used to be. It's now the baseline. If what you're offering looks like exactly what 100 other developers are offering, clients will compare you. And when clients compare you, they choose the cheapest option. So trying to stand out with skill alone is like submitting a resume printed on the same exact template as everybody else's. You might be great, but you're forgettable. The most successful solo engineers don't compete on skill. They remove themselves from the comparison altogether. And they do this by creating sharp, specific positioning, so clear that nobody else even qualifies to do exactly what they do. So you stop chasing and clients start pursuing you. You stop negotiating because now you set the terms. And you stop being one of many and you become the default choice for a very specific type of client with a very specific type of problem. And that is how solo engineers go from being overlooked to having a calendar full of leads. And funnily enough, for AB Analytics, we didn't try to outwork every other software company out there in the world. No, that would have been a failing strategy. All we did was carve out a niche around very high trust, high leverage, extremely personalized, and performance optimization based work for specific companies. And that allowed us to scale to 7 figures with almost no outbound marketing. So this kind of positioning isn't just fluff, it's actual protection. It protects you from lowball offers, it protects you from being viewed as just a pair of hands instead of a strategic partner. So the first best step you can take is don't aim to be better, aim to be uncomparable. Now let's talk about the invisible trap that catches almost every single engineer trying to go solo. I'll take my chances that you're an overthinker, you're a planner, an optimizer, a perfectionist. And that's exactly what makes you a great software engineer, but that's also what makes you a terrible founder. You've probably already read over 20 Twitter threads about launching something. You've watched all the Y Combinator interviews out there on Starter Story. You've outlined the same exact product idea 5 different times now. And yet, you haven't launched once. You keep telling yourself, I just need a little bit more time. I just need to refine the idea a little bit more. I promise I'll start once things actually calm down. But the truth? You're not preparing. You're simply procrastinating. Waiting to start your solo business until everything aligns is like waiting for rush hour traffic to disappear before leaving your house. You're not avoiding delays, you're guaranteeing them. And I used to tell myself the same exact thing. Oh, I'll launch once the quarter ends, or I'll start this once the sprint is done. And spoiler alert, it never ends. There's always another excuse, another perfect time that never really arrives. So here's what changed everything for me. Imperfect action taken daily. Key point, imperfect. Not perfect, not polished, just forward. Lunch breaks became cold email blocks. Early mornings became call time. Evenings became execution time. And that's when everything shifted for me. Not because I planned better, but because I moved. I took a step forward. And that momentum makes you magnetic. One of my students, John, made $22,500 in his first month. He didn't overthink, he didn't build the full SaaS, but he launched fast using a very simple offer, a Notion document, and a Stripe link. And now, John runs an AI agency doing over $50,000 a month in recurring revenue. He didn't obsess over the perfect tech stack. He didn't wait to write tests. He just shipped, validated, and scaled. And here's what nobody else tells you. The longer you wait, the more invisible you stay. But the moment you start moving, you become something very real, visible, valuable, something that people can't ignore. And every piece of action that you take gives you feedback. And feedback gives you clarity. And clarity drives your confidence, and the loop keeps feeding into itself. So you don't need a perfect plan, you simply need the velocity to take off and keep that momentum going forward. And if any of this is hitting home and you're realizing, yeah, I have been stuck in the planning spiral, this is your call to action. At Code to CEO, I help software engineers just like you break out of the 9-to-5 cycle and build software businesses that are profitable, positioned, and scalable. And we're not talking about freelance gigs. We're talking about high trust, high leverage client work that actually compounds over time. So go to code2ceo.com, link in the description below, and book a free strategy call. We'll map out your current skills, pinpoint exactly where your hidden leverage is, and give you a custom game plan to launch your very own solo income stream. And in weeks, not months. Now, let's say you follow everything I said in this video. You niche down, you find that problem that's really painful, you get your traction, you execute, and you hit those $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 months. That's amazing. But now your inbox is a war zone, your calendar is a minefield, and you're answering emails at midnight. Every break you take costs you money. You've escaped the 9-to-5, but it feels like you've built yourself a premium prison. You can't afford to get sick, you can't afford to take a vacation, and you can't really even slow down. And that isn't freedom, it's a dependency. Sure, a high-paying one, but a dependency nonetheless. So what's the actual fix? Well, you need leverage. Real, structural, scalable leverage. And here's how you're gonna install that leverage into your business and your daily life. Number one, product has services. Turn your core offer, once it becomes validated, into a clear, repeatable package. No hourly rates, no custom scopes to prevent scopes creep, just specific outcomes. You make it once and you sell it again and again. Number two, recurring retainers. You shift from one-off projects to ongoing engagements. Monthly revenue, predictable cash flow, and fewer surprises. If you want to get fancy with it, you can even do commission-based offer. Number three, content and authority assets. Build a digital presence that actually works while you sleep. Post LinkedIn insights, drop mini assets, build trust on autopilot. And remember, there's somebody right now making over $50 million a year from a farming newsletter. So don't tell me you can't do it because there's literally no excuse. And at AB Analytics, we implemented all three. Now, the business pretty much runs without me. Sure, I check in a few hours a day to put out some fires. That's because I choose to. So you don't scale by doing more. You actually scale by removing yourself from the equation. You don't get rich from more output. You get rich from systems that lead you to more output. And if you want, you can take this a step further. You can flip the entire client acquisition game forever by doing three specific things. Number one, becoming your local tech expert. Host simple tech workshops to your local business community. Whether you're going to talk about automation, AI basics, digital security, whatever niche or whatever pain point you're really trying to solve. You'll instantly become the go-to tech person, the go-to authority for over 100 local business owners, if not more. And guess what? There's zero competition in that, and everybody trusts you. Number two, specialize in your industry. You want to pick a profitable vertical, healthcare, finance, e-commerce, whatever it is that's dependent on your pain point. and you want to learn to speak their language, attend their events, attend their seminars, join a local chamber of commerce, meet these people, talk with them. People don't just want a developer. They want a developer who actually understands them and can speak their own language. And number 3, build small digital assets. Write a checklist. Create a 20-page playbook. Make a niche landing page and distribute it to people. Position yourself. Let it do the heavy lifting for you. These assets pre-sell your value and clients come to you. Don't believe me? Sandra, one of my students, created a 60-page guide on how to use AI for small and medium-sized businesses, and she got 7 prospects out of that, 2 of which became her clients in under a week. So understand that most solo engineers stay stuck because they play the game they were taught. They learn more skills, wait for the right time, and work harder to earn more money. But in 2025, that game is simply broken. The same 20-year-old vibe coders aren't playing by those rules. They aren't getting rich by grinding longer. They're building positioning so sharp that they cannot be compared to anybody else. They're shipping fast, learning even faster, and iterating in public. They're creating systems that print income without printing burnout. So this path isn't about being the most talented dev, the 10x software engineer that we're all used to. It's about being the most strategic one. And you don't need permission. You don't need more credentials. All you need is leverage and the courage to act on that leverage. So if you're a software engineer working in a repetitive 9-to-5 and you're worried about what the future looks like and you're tired of wondering what the next move for you is, then don't try to figure this out alone. Go to code2co.com, link in the description, and book a free strategy call. We'll take a look at where you are, what you're stuck on, and how to start building real wealth with the skills that you already have. And if you're still not sure if this is the path for you, I want you to watch this video right here, where I teach the exact way that you can become a 10x software engineer right now. As always, thank you for watching and have a good one.